of that, and he's made sure his players also are aware of that. And when you talk about Pennsville, they come into this game, as you said, 1-0. They beat Lindenwold last week, and they ran the ball, Brian, for 349 yards, 5 touchdowns rushing on 43 carries. So they had the majority of the yardage came from Sky Epps, who carried 24 times for 200 yards and 2 scores. Malik Reamer, he carried 6 times for 71 yards. And then there was Colin Baker. He's a senior. He carried 8 times for 55 yards and 1 score. And Randy Hall Jr. carried 4 times for 28 yards, and he scored 2 touchdowns. So they kind of move it. They give it around to different guys.
And then you look at the Lower Cape May side, buddy, and they actually threw the football better than they ran it last week. Braswell Thomas had 5 catches for over 100 yards. Hunter Ray completed 8 passes for 161 yards. So he's 20 yards per completion. And Archie Lawler caught a couple of passes. Aiden McCarraher had 12 carries for 40 yards. Hunter Ray also ran for 2 touchdowns. So I know Lower Cape May certainly would like to establish more of their ground game this evening and be a little more balanced instead of relying so much on the pass.
Yeah, and absolutely. And Coach Lance Bailey talked about that prior to tonight's game. He feels his offensive line is big, and they have really improved from last year, and that they should be able to run the ball, between the tackles and get more touches, more yardage, more carries in tonight's game. So they're, Lower Cape May's coming out. They're looking to be a little more balanced, but it's kind of interesting. They did it through the air last week against Clayton, and Pennsville did it on the ground against Lindenwold. And as you said, Hunter Ray also tossed 1 touchdown pass, ran for the 2 scores, and Braswell Thomas caught a touchdown pass. So, these guys, they got that balance, and Hunter Ray is coming into his own, Brian. He's a junior now. He throws the ball well, and he's got some pretty good targets. That sophomore Braswell Thomas, he's really starting to come of age.
High school football on 98.7 The Coast, brought to you by Lucky Bones. They proudly support all of the athletes in Cape May County. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Go to Steaks, Shakes, and Cakes in Cape May Courthouse for a great sandwich and dessert. Be sure to remember their specialty cakes and wings. Let Steaks, Shakes, and Cakes make your taste buds happy. Stop by Hassel's Ice Cream Parlor on 20th Street in North Wildwood, right off the boardwalk, for the best ice cream around. They're open weekends through September. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more Lower Cape May and Pennsville coming up right after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school football on the coast brought to you by Uncle Bill's Pancake House, a place where the whole family can get a great breakfast without breaking the bank. They proudly support high school football on the coast. It's Lower Cape May and Pennsville taking the field here. Both teams are out on their respective sidelines. I've not had the coin flip yet. If you're watching on Coast Sports today, Lower Cape May wearing the light blue jerseys trimmed in black and gold with the black helmets and black pants. Pennsville wearing all white jerseys and pants trimmed in blue and gold with blue and gold helmets. The officials for the game, the head referee is Anthony Inari. The rest of the crew, Anthony Evans, Jerome Garrett, the legendary Jerome Garrett, Lamar Fisher, Chris Chiaro, and Rich Krapinski. And the clock operator, and also the Wildwood Crest Beach Patrol Lifeguard of the Year for the last 27 straight years, Dr. Billy Martin. Guy does it all. By the way, one thing we do want to mention tonight, buddy, they're having a 60-year celebration of the first game ever played here at Stephen Stegger Memorial Field. Lower Cape May beat Hamilton 6-0 in that first game. And some cheerleaders and players from that team are going out for an honorary coin toss or being part of the coin toss. Some of those former players include Ed Sharetta, Floyd Flash Hughes, Terry Daniels, Ed McDougal. A couple of the cheerleaders are Betty Ann Sharetta and Beverly Shields. And representing Norm Weinberg is his son, Dave Weinberg, who many know is one of the longtime great South Jersey sports writers. And we expect him, of course, eventually to make his way up to the press box as well, where Buddy will be commenting on his fashion, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so the captains for Lower Cape May, Buddy, as they head out are Hunter Ray, Archie Lawler, Jacob Bay, and Aiden McCarraher.
And not to disappoint us, but Dave's the one on the far right next to one of the Caper Tigers, and he definitely has some funky shorts on, so we'll give you a full description when he visits us up here in the press box.
By the way, buddy, some scores from some other games. St. Joe leading Holy Spirit 16-7. Millville beating Williamstown 21-14. Mainland 21-0 over Oakcrest. Cherokee 20, St. Augustine 7. Rancocas Valley and Eastern are scoreless. Those games are all either late first quarter or early second quarter. They were all 6 p.m. starts. So two unbeaten teams about to take the field here this evening, Pennsville and Lower Cape May. And this is a division contest within the West Jersey Football League, so an important game for both of these teams. Lower Cape May certainly thinks they can compete for this division title here in the West Jersey Football League. So,
and Brian, that's one of the things that Pennsville coach Mike Healy said. He said Lower Cape May's got to be the favorite in this division, and that's why, he would really like to come out here, come down the Parkway all the way to lovely downtown Irma and knock off the Caper Tigers tonight.
So it appears that Lower Cape May has won the toss. We will see what they decide to do here. And Pennsville is choosing to defend the west end zone to start the game. And Lower Cape May has deferred, and they will kick off, I believe. I know the official went to both teams and indicated that each of them deferred. So either way, Lower Cape May is kicking off. So I don't know who won the toss. It appeared that Lower did. But we're just about set to go. High school football on the coast, brought to you by Seashore Foods, your hometown food distributor. They're here to meet all of your restaurant's needs. Seashore Foods proudly supports high school football on the coast. So they are about to play the national anthem. Let's take a 1 minute, 30-second timeout, and we'll come back with the kickoff. Lower Cape May and Pennsville right after this on Coast Sports Today and 98.7 The Coast. Cohen handling the video production on Coast Sports Today's Facebook page. Set to go. It's Lower Cape May and Pennsville here in this West Jersey Football League divisional game. And Lower Cape May, this will be their home opener, so they're looking to get off to a good start in front of the home crowd. And nice to see, buddy, a pretty good student section has turned out for Lower Cape May this evening. Always good to see that school spirit. Dennis Serra is the kicker for Lower Cape May.
And Brian, I was watching Dennis in pregame kicking some
Although actually,
practice and field goals.
Excuse me, buddy, before you get to that, and I did make a mistake. I forgot about this. Isaiah Carr Wing is actually their kickoff specialist. So he kicks off. Dennis Serra will kick field goals and extra points, but go ahead.
Well, anyway, Serra, he was hitting from 35 yards. He missed one that he had pulled, but then he made a correction, and he's got a good, strong leg. So it's going to be
ball is in the air. The game is underway. The kick is straight down the field. It's taken by Adrian Morgan, and he has a pretty decent return up across the 35, and Pennsville will have decent field position to start the contest. So 1st and 10 for Pennsville at their own 36 as they have the football for their first possession. Give you some of the starters for Lower Cape May. Along the line, Cody Lewis, Jacob Bay, Ryan Rush, and Quentin Hagan. Carr Wing, Ogre Nunez, Logan Haggerty, and Archie Lawler are the linebackers. And the D-backs are Dennis Serra, Braswell Thomas, Zach Castellano. They go with a handoff inside, churning his feet and picking up about 6 yards is Sky Epps. And he got out to about the 44-yard line. We'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And again, Sky Epps, he's going to be the guy that is going to see a lot of touches, Brian.
Starting quarterback is Randy Hall. Hall is under center here. Takes the snap, hands it again to Epps. Not much doing here. Jacob Bay with a big hit there. Epps maybe got a yard up to the 45. Bring up 3rd down and 3 at the 45. Early stages, first quarter, first possession of the game, first offensive possession of the game for Pennsville. No score, 10:40 to go in the period.
And right now, even though it's early in this football game, big 3rd down play coming up for the Lower Cape May defense.
Yeah, if you're Lower Cape May, you got to watch for that long count here, that double count, not to jump offside on 3rd and relatively short. Hall hands it off inside, and Colin Baker is up close to a 1st down, but he may be short. We have one in.
Now it looks like the officials are giving him a generous
official on the
spot.
near side was actually signaling 4th down, but then you're right, buddy, they did give him the 1st down. So pickup of 3, and that moves the ball just shy of midfield at the 49.
And who'd you say carried that time?
That was Colin Baker. Buddy has his calculus-style statistics that he does here. He's got to keep track of everything. Hall in the shotgun this time. Takes the snap, hands it off, and hitting the backfield and taking down his Epps. The first man on the scene for Lower Cape May was Isaiah Carr Wing. Good play by Carr Wing as he got in there. And they'll call it no gain, and I think that's a generous spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a -1 yard.
Don't worry, Dave. Buddy was already talking about your shorts from here.
We could see them out there at midfield.
Second down and 10 for Pennsville. Ball at their own 49-yard line. No score, 9:05 to go in the first quarter.
And ladies and gentlemen, Dave did not disappoint.
Hall in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Baker, and he's hit again by Carr Wing and finished off by Ogre Nunez. Baker got a yard, bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 to be exact. Nose of the football just inside Lower Cape May territory. 3rd down and 9 for Pennsville. Actually, they move the ball back to the midfield stripe. Clock is running, approaching 8:15 to go in the scoreless first quarter. Two receivers split to the near side, one to the far side, no tight end. Two backs on either side of the quarterback, Randy Hall, who's in the shotgun. He takes the snap, he's back to pass for the first time, stumbles, but is able to dump it off to the near side, and tripped up from behind is Sky Epps by Archie Lawler, and holds what could have been a big play to a 5-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th down and 4.
And again, that was just a good athletic play by Archie Lawler.
And if he didn't make that play, buddy, that may have gone for another 10 or 15 yards, that play, if not a touchdown.
Yeah, he was able to come up from behind and in a diving tackle,
And
trip up Epps.
Hall did a nice job because he stumbled on his drop back and was still able to set himself and complete that little screen pass. So 4th down and 4. Big play early in the game here. Ball at the Lower Cape May 45. Man goes in motion to the far side. They take the snap. They hand it off to Baker, and this is going to be real close. Will depend on the spot. It's Colin Baker on the run. Oh, and he got a real generous spot there as they spotted that football at the 41. Head coach Lance Bailey's not happy with that spot.
Well, obviously, I definitely cannot say I blame him, Brian. No, that's 2 generous spots they've gotten on this drive, and that enables them to pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 for Pennsville at the Lower Cape May 41. They've taken almost half the time off this first quarter here. Hall goes back under center, hands off to Epps. He's hit and taken down after a gain of about 1. Cody Lewis in there on the tackle. Epps got it to the 40. 2nd down and 9 for Pennsville. And interesting, buddy. Lower Cape May actually plays a 4-4-3 defense. 4 linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 D-backs, which you don't see a lot at the high school level. You hear 4-4-3, you think of a soccer formation. Although
right
that
now,
would be a 4-4-2. 2nd down and 9. Hall in the shotgun. Epps resets right next to him. They hand it off to Baker, who runs into Epps, but then he picks up 2, taken down by Cody Lewis. Brings up 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 38. By Buddy Tarbotton's math, it's 3rd and a long 7 or a short 9.
Well, it's close. Under 5 minutes. We're at the 4:50 mark here in the first quarter. 7 minutes has been taken off of the clock by this Eagles offense, just patiently pushing the ball down the field.
Hall in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking, throws it far side, and it is caught Caught for a first down. Down at the 20 by Angel Collazo.
I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a pass and a real good catch by Collazo.
That's an 18-yard gain and a first down to the 19. 4:10 to go first quarter.
And that's the third first down on this drive for Pennsville.
And I think the Lower Cape May D-back over there, buddy, just got caught not looking back for the football. I thought he was in an area to make a play on the ball, but really just didn't see it. Hall hands to Epps. Epps picking his way through the middle and picks up about 4.
Well, again, that Pennsville offensive line just doing a good job. They're running off the guard.
And Lower Cape May is going to take a timeout. So timeout on the field, and we'll take a 30-second break. No score between Lower Cape May and Pennsville. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. May County, visit crestsavings.com. They proudly support high school football on 98.7 The Coast. 2nd and 6 now for Pennsville at the Lower Cape May 15.
This is going to be the 12th play
Here's
of
a
this
toss.
drive.
And the Lower Cape May is going to stack up the runner in the backfield. And that's going to go down for a loss. That looked like Malik Raymer on the carry. And he's going to lose, I believe, 3 yards.
And that's who it was, number 2, Reamer, the 5'10 sophomore.
So 3rd down and 9. Pennsville certainly in 4-down territory here with the ball at the Lower Cape May 18. Hall in the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the far side of the field. Hall's back, throws over the middle, pass is tipped and incomplete. First incomplete pass. 4th down and 9, and this is where Lower Cape May needs to stop because Pennsville's converted a couple of 3rd and longs here, on 3rd and 4th and longs on this drive.
Well, that last first down was on that 18-yard pass from Hall down the field to Collazo.
And forget 4-down territory, buddy. They're going to bring their kicker in. And this is Jackson Lano, who's going to try a 35-yard field goal here to try to get Pennsville on the board. Snap and hold are pretty good. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Didn't make it by much, but it made it, and that's all that counts. And the 35-yard field goal is good to give Pennsville a 3-0 lead with 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. Back at Steven Steger Memorial Field, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbon, a 35-yard field goal by Jackson Lano gives Pennsville a 3-0 lead. Pennsville taking 9 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock on their opening possession.
Well, Brian, that was a 14-play drive. So they ran the football. On that drive, they ran the football 10 times and threw 3 passes. 2 of them were completed.
Here's the kickoff. It's high and short, but it will bounce, and Lower Cape May has to just fall on it at their own 26-yard line. So the Tigers will take over there. Archie Lawler had to corral that loose football. So Lower has it at their own 26. This is their first possession with 2:41 to go here in the first quarter. And Hunter Ray leads the offense out for the Caper Tigers. He goes under center, goes back to pass, throws out in the flat. It's caught. Completed up to Jackson Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 6. And second and 4, a pickup of 6. So the ball's out to the 32-yard line of Lower Cape May. Ray goes in the shotgun here. Aiden McCarraher, the lone setback. They hand it off to Braswell Thomas in motion. He's going to try to turn the corner, and he can't, and they'll lose yardage.
That was very good pursuit that time by the Pennsville defense. They really stretched out Lower Cape May offensively, and you were able to run Thomas basically out of bounds. And as you said, Brian, that becomes a 2-yard loss, make that a 3-yard loss.
3rd down and 6 now. Ball at their own 30. Ray's in the shotgun, fakes a handoff, rolls to his right. Still looking, throws. It's caught by Lawler for a first down and more. He's out across the 40. And it's going to be a pickup of about 13. Very good patience shown there by Hunter Ray. And it'll get the ball out to the 44-yard line. It's a big first down there. A lot of these kids will go both ways, but Lower needed to rest their defensive guys after that long possession by Pennsville, who leads 3-0.
And again, that was a good pass from Hunter Ray, finding one of his favorite targets in Archie Lawler. And as you said, Brian, yes, that was a big first
Ray back
down.
to pass again. He's going to tuck it and run here as he's got some room on the left side across midfield. Inside the 45, makes a move at the 40, is out of bounds at the 36. Wow, that really could have been a late hit. He was tackled well out of bounds. That's a big gain, though.
And that time, Hunter Ray making a very good decision. He saw he had no receivers open, but the left side of that field.
Buddy, he was pushed out of bounds and about 5 yards out of bounds, then drugged to the ground by a defender. I don't know. There really wasn't any malice there, but really could have been a late hit. I think Pennsville caught a break there. Ray goes under center this time. Hands off to Aiden McCarraher. Trying to pick his way off the right side, picks up about 2.
20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Lower Cape May trails Pennsville 3-0.
And, yeah, that looks like it will be the final play of the first quarter. So after a very quick first quarter, it's Pennsville 3, Lower Cape May nothing. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. Buddy Tarbonton. Pennsville leads Lower Cape May 3-0 after the first quarter. High school football on the coast, brought to you by Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. That's Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue at Cape May. You can follow them on Facebook. The Icona Resorts is proud to support all of our local high school football teams. Visit Icona Resorts Avalon, the Windrift, Diamond Beach, and Cape May. Icona Resorts can't wait to welcome you. Score from up in Courthouse in the second quarter. Middle Township leads Glassboro 11-8, and they are dedicating the field tonight in honor of the memory of John Roberson, one of the great all-time athletes at Middle Township High School, also later became a coach at Middle Township.
I'll tell you what, Brian, as you know, we had the opportunity to know Mr. Roberson, and he was just a great man, a quality individual, a great leader, and it was just truly an honor to have known
Second down and 9, pass on the play is complete to Thomas. He's hit, stumbles, though, for a few extra yards, and he's going to pick up about 7. And it'll bring up 3rd and 2 at the Pennsville 27-yard line. Early stages, second quarter. Pennsville leads 3-0. Ray under center. Takes the snap, hands off, and McCarraher picks up a few, and that's all he needed for the first down. Pickup of 3, and Lower Cape May will move the chains as they bring the ball down inside the 25-yard line to the 18.
There was some funny stuff going on there between Jacob Bay and a couple defensive backs. Bay really taking his block deep into the Pennsville defense, and a couple of the Eagles got a little offended, and actually I saw a player kick at him.
Interesting. Ray in the shotgun here. Hands it off inside, and that's a nice first down run of about 8 yards. I believe that was McCarraher again on the run. Second down and 2 now. For Lower Cape May. They trail 3-0. Clock approaching 10 minutes to go before halftime. 2nd and 2 from the 16-yard line.
Coming up on the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter.
Ray goes under center here. Man comes in motion to the near side. That's Thomas. They try a little trap play inside. It's not going to get very far. Maybe a pickup of about a yard. That was Isaiah Carr wing on the carry. And it brings up 3rd and 1. Third and 1 at the 15-yard line. Lower Cape May trails 3-0. They put together a nice drive here to try to answer. Pennsville took up more than 9.5 minutes of the first quarter on their opening possession. Ray lines up in the shotgun here. Takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper. He's going to have a first down, a little bit more. It's going to be a pickup of about 5 or 6. Gets the ball down to about the 10. And they will spot the football right on or just inside the 10-yard line, so it is 1st and goal.
And that's the 4th first down of this drive for Lower Cape May. Brian, we got a score in from the Wildwood Shalleck game midway through the first quarter. The Warriors trail Shalleck 8-6. Shalleck scored first and got the 2-point conversion.
Hunter Ray in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws to Thomas. It's caught, and he's down to about the 5-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal. It's Lower Cape May again continuing this drive. And now they're on the near hash mark, the right side of the field. 3-0 Pennsville, 7:50 to go before halftime. And even though it's 7:50 to go before halftime, this is Lower Cape May's first possession of the football game. And they have it 2nd and goal at the 5. Ray goes under center here. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff, rolling out to the left side. Throws it toward the corner. It's caught for a touchdown. Caught for a touchdown. And Lower Cape May takes a 6-3 lead on the 5-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Ray to Braswell Thomas. And Thomas showed his athleticism there, buddy.
Absolutely, and Hunter Ray put it in a spot where nobody was going to be able to get it except Braswell Thomas. Lobbing the ball high in the air, left side of the end zone. Thomas went up, caught it, brought it down, and now Lower Cape May goes on top 6-3.
We have a little delay here as it looks like the Pennsville coaching staff is questioning something with the officials. And I don't know what's going on here. Let's see if there's some kind of a call that's coming. So we're going to have a taunting penalty on Braswell Thomas, I believe, after the touchdown. So, and I know high school football rules are much different than what we see in college. I don't know if Pennsville has I think Pennsville has the option of taking this on the kickoff. So Lower Cape May will send out Dennis Serra for the extra point. Snap and hold, we're good. And Serra's kick is good. 7-3, Lower Cape May, 7:24 to go. First half, back after this 30-second break, 98.7 The Coast. In Villas, Lower Cape May now leads at 7-3, 7:24 to go before halftime as they respond to Pennsville's long drive with a pretty long drive of their own. And the 5-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Ray to Braswell Thomas. Dennis Serra's kick makes it 7-3. Thomas, though, was called for taunting after the touchdown. So Lower Cape May is pushed back and will have to kick off from their own 25-yard line. So Isaiah Carr-Wing has it teed up.
And another score up in the Wildwood game. Shalleck scores again, Brian. Reggie Allen has scored both touchdowns.
Kickoff is high, and it's taken by Pennsville at the 30. Up across the 40. and taken down there. So Pennsville with good field position to start their next drive. Go ahead, buddy.
Reggie Allen has scored both touchdowns, so waiting for the 2-point conversion, but it's now 14-6. Shalleck on top of Wildwood.
First and 10 for Pennsville at their own 40. And see if they can answer Lower Cape May's drive here. Hall in the shotgun on first down. Lower Cape May is offside. They went double count, and 2 or 3 players for Lower Cape May jumped. Yeah. Make it 1st and 5 for Pennsville up at the 45.
And Brian, we just got word that Shalleck converted their 2-point conversion on their second score. So now they lead the Warriors 16-6.
1st and 5 for Pennsville. Hall takes the snap, hands off to Baker. Baker, a good run, picks up about 6 and a first down. Moves the ball inside Lower Cape May territory at the 49. Thanks for joining us here on 98.7 The Coast and Coast Sports Today with the video produced by Sam Cohen. Beautiful night for high school football. 7-3 Lower Cape May leads. We're inside 7 minutes to go first half. Hall in the shotgun. Man goes in motion to the near side here. Fake the handoff to Baker. Hall keeps it, and he's going to pick up about 4. Up to the 45. And they're going to mark it back at the 46, so call it a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
And again, Pennsville, Brian, they continue doing a good job moving the football against this Caper Tiger defense.
Hall shotgun again, man in motion again to the near side, takes the snap, tosses out, it's incomplete. Pass was too high for the intended receiver, Angel Colazo. Third and 6. Actually, 3rd and 7, excuse me. 5:59 to go before halftime. 7-3. Lower Cape May leading Pennsville. 3 receivers split to this near side now. Back to passes Hall. He looks out to the right side. It's caught by Baker for a first down and more as he's pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 11.
I'll tell you what.
That's a well-designed play, buddy.
Yes,
Pennsville puts 3 receivers on this near side, 1 on the far side. They send the receiver on the far side straight down the field to kind of vacate the area, and Baker, basically coming from a wing-back position, is wide open there and picks up 11 and a first down to the 35.
And now Randy Hall is now 3 of 5 through the air.
Yeah, this was a team that only attempted 1 pass last week and didn't complete it. They fake a handoff, then they hand it off to the second man, Baker, and he gets maybe a yard. That's good coverage there by Lower Cape May along the defensive line. Second down and long. And actually, they're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Thanks for joining us here on Coast Sports Today and 98.7 The Coast. 7-3 Lower Cape May, 5:20 to go first half. Shotgun again for Hall. Hands off to Epps. Epps going across the right side. He's got a first down and more as he dives down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11.
That was a nice piece of running that time by the junior, Brian. Sky Epps. He got a nice hole from the right side of his offensive line, and he hit it with a burst. And as you said, he picks up the first down on that 11-yard gain.
Now that'll put the ball at the Lower Cape May 24-yard line, and Pennsville again taking a lot of time off the clock on this drive here. They're moving it well. Hall hands off to Baker, and he picks up a couple. Bring up second down. We'll be inside 4 minutes by the time Pennsville snaps the ball here in the second quarter. Lower Cape May leads 7-3.
Well, again, as we're seeing, both offensive lines, Pennsville's is pushing Lower Cape May backwards, and Lower's offensive line was also doing that to Pennsville's defensive line.
No, I think we're going to have the left tackle for Pennsville moved early. He kind of flinched. It's going to be a false start, so that'll move it back. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, what happened, the right side, there's two guys from Lower Cape May. They acted like they were coming, then got back and set, and then that caused the tackle on the left side to move.
It also looked like they went to the double count because the quarterback, Hall, kind of flinched his hands, and that's also when the left tackle moved. 2nd down and 13. 3 receivers split to this near side. Hall in the shotgun. Hands off to Epps. Epps trying the left side. Cuts it up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. And finally taken down inside the 20 at the 16. And that's a gain of about 11. Bring up 3rd and 1. And a long one.
That's back-to-back 11-yard runs for Sky Epps. That was the first penalty of this football game, Brian.
Well, second. Here is Hall under center. He keeps, dives forwards, got a first down. He's still on his feet. And finally goes down at about the 10-yard line. And we're inside 3 minutes to go in the half. And they're going to spot this ball right on the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal.
2:40 to play here in the first half. Pennsville marching down the field. And as Brian said, 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line. It's Lower Cape May 7, Pennsville 3. But the Eagles are threatening.
Buddy, Pennsville has some really, really nice size on that line, especially on the right side. Handoff again to Epps. And he's brought down after a short gain. So Epps, after, as Buddy said, back-to-back 11-yard gains, that time he stopped for no gain. Bring up 2nd and goal. Ball just inside the 10. 1:45 to go before halftime. Pennsville in no hurry here. They do have all 3 of their timeouts left. 2nd down and goal from just inside the 10. Hall goes in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's being chased. He throws. It's tipped and incomplete. And that was actually a nice play made by Angel Collazo, the offensive player, to tip that ball away because that ball was thrown high and could have been intercepted if Collazo didn't knock it down.
And do we have a flag out there?
Now let's see what the indication is here. It looked like they're.
This looks like it's going to be roughing the passer.
Wow.
That's
Well, it
going to
is
be
personal foul, roughing the passer.
And that call there being clarified by none other than our dear pal, Mr. David Weinberg. He's just got an uncanny view of the game.
1:10 to go before halftime. First and goal now. Or second and goal from the 5. They hand it off to Epps. Epps goes right and picks up a yard or two.
We're now under 1 minute, 50 seconds in this first half. This is amazing. This is just the second possession for Pennsville, and Lower Cape May's only had one this entire half.
Hall under center this time, takes the snap, hands it to Baker, who falls down short of the end zone, I believe. And it's going to be fourth down at the 1. And Pennsville calls timeout with 16 seconds left in the half. They trail 7-3, but they have the ball fourth and goal at the 1. High school football on the coast brought to you by the Marvis Diner in Wildwood. Remember to stop by the Marvis, 4900 Pacific Avenue for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And don't forget the Marvis Pancake House in North Wildwood. I know that's a place Buddy doesn't miss much.
Oh,
Stop by.
Absolutely not.
Stop by Geis's Market in the Villas for the best deli meats and sandwiches. Geis's Market has been proudly serving Lower Township for the better part of the past century. They're open daily, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So 16 seconds left in the half, and it's fourth down and goal at the 1 yard line for Pennsville. And Hall is under center, takes the snap, lunges forward, and he is in for the touchdown. Randy Hall, a quarterback sneak for a 1 yard touchdown with just 13 seconds left in the first half. And, you know, Buddy, Pennsville has managed the clock very, very well in this half. I was actually surprised they didn't wait and take the clock all the way down to 5 or 6 seconds before that timeout on fourth down, because they will give Lower Cape May at least a handful of seconds to perhaps return a kick. Jackson Lano on for the extra point. Pennsville has the lead at 9-7. Snap and hold are good. The kick is also good. So it's 10-7 Pennsville. 13 seconds left first half. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Seven-minute drive here in the first quarter for that first drive. They go on over an 7-minute drive here in the second quarter, and they now have the lead 10-7. Randy Hall's 1 yard touchdown run. Big play of that was a roughing the passer call against Lower Cape May. So short of returning this for a touchdown, Lower Cape May will go into the half with a deficit. A couple of Lower players come together. The ball hits the turf, but no harm there as Archie Lawler picks it up and returns it to the 35. There'll be 7 seconds left in the half. And, you know, buddy, a lot of times here, you might just take the knee or run the ball. I think when you have a kid as talented as Braswell Thomas, I think you send him down the field and try to throw the ball up for grabs. We'll see what Lower Cape May does here. Pennsville does have 2 safeties very deep. Although they're now moving forward, and now it's just a 1 safety look at midfield. And now we are going to have a timeout called by Pennsville as they want to set their defense. And the Eagles leading at 10-7 here just prior to halftime. Coastal Blue Oceanside Bar and Grill is open year-round, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Come down and enjoy fresh local flavors and delicious signature cocktails at Coastal Blue and Diamond Beach, just south of Wildwood Crest. And they support high school football on 98.7 The Coast. High school football on the Coast is proudly brought to you in part by the Lower Township Healthy Youth Coalition, a community initiative of Cape Assist. So just a few moments here before halftime. 7.8 seconds to be exact. And Lower has it 1st and 10 at its own 35, trailing 10-7. Lower will get the ball to start the second half. This is only Lower Cape May's second possession of the game with 7 seconds left in the half. They fake a handoff. Hunter Ray will take it left side, and he's taken down at the 45 on what is the final play of the half. So Pennsville leads Lower Cape May 10-7 at halftime. We'll be back with the halftime report after this 4-minute break on 98.7 The Coast. Just about to start the second half here. Lower Cape May trailing Pennsville 10-7. High school football on the coast, brought to you by the Ocean View Restaurant on Beach Drive in Cape May. That's where you can get a delicious breakfast or lunch made with Mama's Love. The Ocean View is open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily. Many a meal at that Ocean View, buddy.
Is that after any shifts at the Seaview?
Yes, no doubt. Shifts of various kinds. 10-7, Lower Cape May trailing Pennsville here at the half, as they will get the ball to start the second half here. So that's some good news for Lower. They did score on what really was their only drive of the first half. They got the ball back with 7 seconds left deep in their own territory for one play before halftime. So I'm sure Lower's kind of chomping at the bit to get the ball to start this second half.
Well, I would think, yes, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
I mean, how many high school football teams go the first 24 minutes and only have the football for 7 minutes on one drive?
No doubt. Thanks in part to sports injuries, male youth athletes are twice as likely to be prescribed opioid painkillers and 4 times more likely to abuse the pills than non-athletes. Talk to your doctor about alternatives to opioid painkillers. This message is brought to you by Cape Assist, and you can check them out at capeassist.org. So Pennsville will kick it off. Jackson Lano, who made a 35-yard field goal in the first quarter, has the ball on the tee at the 40. And back deep for Lower are Braswell Thomas on the near side, Archie Lawler on the far side. It's a high but short kick taken by Lawler at the 25. Dances his way over to the 30, cuts back, cuts across the 35, still on his feet as he comes out across the 40. So a good return there by Archie Lawler, and Lower Cape May has good field position to start this second half. And they are going to mark the ball, it looks like right on the 40.
So it's a nice 15-yard return by Archie Lawler. So that's a positive here now for Lower Cape May. It's not even like I can say for them to get their offense untracked. They had it once and scored.
Right. Hunter Ray in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 at the 40. Fakes. He's going to keep it. Now he's going to throw downfield. Wide open and dropped. Dropped by Braswell Thomas, and that would have been a touchdown. He was 5 yards behind the closest defender. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that was, wow. That was, up until that point, Hunter Ray was 5 for 5. And as you said, Brian, that just was a flat-out drop. And there was nothing between Braswell Thomas.
The interesting thing is, buddy, both Braswell Thomas and Archie Lawler were 5 yards behind the last defender. And he threw it to Thomas, who dropped it. 2nd and 10 at their own 40. Fake a handoff. Ray rolls, throws over the middle, incomplete. Too high for Archie Lawler at midfield. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
And that right there, that was Lawler was open, but that time the ball was just a little bit too high.
I think under pressure, buddy, the ball was delivered a little earlier than Ray wanted to. And as soon as Lawler turned around, that ball was in his area. He tried to jump. I think had that ball been delivered just a split second later, Lawler may have been able to go up and catch that ball. 3rd down and 10. Ray in the shotgun. Lawler resets as a tight end here. Thomas now in motion to the far side. Ray back to pass, has a lot of time. He's going to float it to Thomas. This time it's caught at the 30. Breaks the tackle at the 20. Still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's how you make up for the drop. And that time, Braswell Thomas did a great job, again, getting a step on the defense, and they were able to catch up with him as he was waiting for the ball. But then he really bared down and ran hard with that football, getting it down to the 16-yard line.
And boy, was that delivered well, buddy. What a well-thrown ball. Yeah, they mark it back at the 16, so we'll say it's a 44-yard gain. And they'll bring up first down and 10 for Lower Cape May, trailing 10-7, but they're moving it here, first minute of the second half. Handoff inside to Isaiah Carr, wing, and he is all the way down inside the 5 and close to the end zone. And they're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. It's a 15-yard run and gives Lower Cape May a 1st and 10. Or 1st and goal, at the 1. Ray under center. And looks like this play is going to be short of the end zone.
Couple of Lower Cape May players signaling touchdown, but the officials right on top of that. And Lower Cape May does not get in.
So this will bring up 2nd and goal.
Who was on that carry?
That was Hunter Ray, the quarterback.
So Hunter Ray trying a little sneak there. $9:40 to play here in the third quarter. 10-7 Pennsville.
Ray hands it off this time, and the signal is a touchdown. Touchdown Lower Cape May. And I actually didn't catch who was the ball carrier, buddy, but
I believe it was number 2.
so that was Isaiah Carr, wing,
Yes.
with the touchdown. And we are being told in the press box it was Carr, wing, so Lower Cape May takes the lead again at 13-10. Dennis Serra on for the extra point. Snap was high, brought down nicely to the tee. Serra knocks it through. 14-10 Lower, 9:33 to go in the third quarter. Back after this 30-second break, 98-7 the Coast. Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbotton. Sam Cohen handling the video production on Coast Sports today. High school football on the Coast proudly brought to you by Lucky Bones in Cape May. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit crestsavings.com. So the long reception by Braswell Thomas helped set up a 1-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Carr, wing, and Lower Cape May has taken the lead again, 14-10 over Pennsville, 9:33 to go here in the third quarter.
And Brian, Lower Cape May needed just 6 plays to march that football down and put it in the end zone and take the lead here in this third quarter.
Carr, wing, the kickoff. It's high but short, and it is bobbled by a Pennsville player. And they are lucky that he did not fumble that away as he was hit as soon as he picked up the football. And give credit to Anthony Derish for hanging on to that ball. He was getting hit just as he was picking it up. And he did a great job of just hanging on to the football. Pennsville will have it 1st and 10 at its own 25.
And now let's see what adjustments Lower Cape May made at the half.
Yeah, again, Pennsville had 2 possessions in the first half, took up over 16 minutes of game time and scored 10 points out of it. But now they trail lower, 14-10, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Handoff inside, and nothing doing there. Jacob Bay, along with Logan Haggerty on the stop. That was Cole Campbell, his first carry of the game, and he just got back to the line of scrimmage. It brings up 2nd down and 10. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Lower Cape May leads 14-10. Randy Hall in the shotgun, backs in the eye here. They hand it off to Sky Epps, and he is hit immediately by Jacob Bay. Logan Haggerty also in the area, as well as Quentin Hagan. And Epps loses 4.
Yeah, that was just, again, Jacob Bay just blew,
and really,
blew up.
What Bay did, buddy, really was hit the quarterback as he was handing it off, and Hall actually banged into Epps, who fell to the ground.
Epps, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
3rd and 14 for Pennsville. Lower Cape May leading 14-10.
Lower Cape May needs a big defensive stop right here.
Back to passes. Hall throws it out in the flat, incomplete. Pennsville's going to have to punt. Great defensive possession there by Lower Cape May. It's 4th and 13 from their own, or 4th and 14 from their own 21, and Pennsville will have to punt. 8:03 to go in the third quarter.
Boy, do you think in the locker room at that half there might have been a little paint peeled?
It might be
off
right,
the
buddy.
walls? Because that was a different Lower Cape May defense that came out for those first 3 snaps.
Dennis
for
Serra
Pennsville.
and Archie Lawler back to receive the punt. Kick is away. It's high but short. It's going to go out of bounds. Looks like before midfield. And let's see where they mark this thing. I think they're going to put it at the 44-yard line or 45-yard line of Pennsville. So good field position for Lower Cape May. With 7:57 to go in the third quarter, they lead at 14-10.
Yeah, excellent field position. You know, and again, a stellar performance from the Lower Cape May defense to start this second half. And they really came out fired up, Brian. And Jacob Bay with that big stop for the 4-yard loss. And as you said, you know, once the quarterback was trying to hand the ball off, Hall was trying to give it to Epps. And Bay was basically saying, I'm going to tackle both of you. No one's getting away from me.
The screen pass. They get it to Lawler. He's got some room on the near side. Taken down inside the 40. This is going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 on first down. And they're going to mark him at about the 38. So call it a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3. Hunter Ray goes under center this time, the junior quarterback. Takes the snap, hands off to McCarraher, and he looks like he's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, he
Pick
definitely.
up a 3.
He crossed that 35-yard line, and that's where he needed to go. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Look at that spot, Brian.
Yeah, they marked it right on the 35, but that's all he needed to get to. And I know what you're alluding to, buddy. I think you thought that maybe he was inside the 35, but regardless, it's a first down, 1st and 10 for Lower Cape May. Final in Courthouse, it was actually 16 that Glassboro had. 16-11 Glassboro over over Middle Township. Option, toss, Bad toss, and diving on the football is McCarraher back at his own 40.
So that is going to be a 5-yard loss.
That to me is you're just trying to reinvent the wheel there, buddy. I mean, you're moving the ball well, doing what you're doing, and now you're trying to run an option, and that was dangerous. We'll bring up 2nd and 15 now at the Pennsville 40.
6:45, and the clock is ticking. 6:40. Lower Cape May 14, Pennsville 10.
Ray takes the snap, rolls to the near side. He's being chased, now runs to the right side, trips, throws, incomplete. And luckily for Ray, and I think he probably did see him, Isaiah Carr Wing was in the area, so there was no intentional grounding there.
Yeah, he definitely picked up that his, one of his receivers was out there in that flat, but he knew. He stumbled as he was scrambling back there for his life.
Oh, wait a minute, buddy. We have a flag on the near side here, and I don't know what the call is. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's an illegal shift against Lower Cape May. It's declined, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 15. Third and 15 for Lower Cape May. They have the ball on the Pennsville 40-yard line. .6:21 to go third quarter. Tigers leading Pennsville 14-10.
Now, this is going to be interesting, Brian. Are you in 2-down situation here? Or I should say 4 down to go for the first.
Back to pass is Ray. He's under duress. Rolling, throwing, incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
Yeah, that's throwing back across his body. That's not really a throw you want to make a lot. And it's going to bring up 4th and 15. Lower Cape May will punt. And I know what you were getting at, buddy, but on 4th and 15 at their own 40, I know what you were getting at. If Lower picked up maybe 8 or 9 yards, would they have gone for it on 4th? But now they certainly will not. We have a timeout on the field for an injury of a Pennsville player. We'll take a 30-second break, come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbotton. Lower Cape May leading Pennsville 14-10. Adrian Morgan was the Pennsville player who was injured. He is being helped off by the training staff of Pennsville. On this 4th and 15, Lower Cape May will punt.
A 6'1" junior wide receiver linebacker for the Eagles. So hopefully he just got a little banged up and will be able to come back into this football game.
Jackson Brown standing at his own 47-yard line to punt the ball away for Lower Cape May. Snap is good, not much of a rush. Gets it away. It's a low-line drive. It bounces, takes the Caper Tiger bounce. And Brown does a good job here of pinning Pennsville down inside the 10-yard line to the 9. That's a nice punt.
Well, actually, as you said, Brian, that's like the perfect punt. And that's where he was aiming. He knew he was going to just try and pooch that ball and get a good bounce, and that's what happened. He kicked it away from the Pennsville returner.
Couple of finals, buddy. Mainland beat Oakcrest 49-0. Glassboro beat Middle 16-11. Cherokee topped St. Augustine Prep 20-14. First and 10 for Pennsville at their own 9. They trail Lower Cape May 14-10. We've got a good one here. Just over 6 minutes to go, third quarter. They hand it off to Epps. Had some room up the middle, closed quickly, and I believe it closed quickly because there was a Lower Cape May player that went reaching in and nearly ripped the ball out. And Epps kind of had to corral himself and just basically go down to make sure he didn't fumble. He ends up picking up about 2. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, and the key point there is with that defender making a really good play and Epps being able to hold on to the football and not lose it.
Hall hands off again to Epps. Not much doing there. And Jacob Bay again in on the stop. Epps maybe got a yard. Bring up 3rd and 7 for
under 5 minutes to go
for
now.
the Eagles.
14-10, Lower Cape May still on top. Pennsville with the football. It's a big third down play here for the Lower Cape May defense.
Hall back to pass. Fires out in the flat, too low and incomplete. That pass was intended for Anthony Derish, and Pennsville's going to have to punt. Big defensive stop there for Lower Cape May. They lead 14-10, 4:39 to go in the fourth, and they should get good field position as Pennsville, their punter, is going to be standing right around the goal line. Jackson Lano.
And that was the third straight incomplete pass by Randy Hall, Brian. He is now 4 for 9.
Lawler and Serra back deep for Lower Cape May. Lano to punt. Snap is good. It's a good high kick. It's going to send Serra back, who makes a fair catch at the Pennsville 49-yard line.
And that was obviously a good decision right there by Sarah. Lower Cape May does not need to do anything fancy or take any chances.
High school football on the coast. Brought to you by Seashore Foods, your hometown food distributor. They're here to meet all of your restaurant's needs. Seashore Foods proudly supports high school football on the coast. Uncle Bill's Pancake House, a favorite of Dave Weinberg, proudly supports high school football on the coast. I think Dave might have part ownership there. Certainly has invested enough money in the place. 1st and 10 at the 49 for Lower Cape May. Hand off to McCarraher, tries the left side, shaking and baking, through the defense, across the 30, across the 20, and finally taken down inside the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Brian, the junior really did a good job of staying behind his blockers and then picking a seam, and he burst through that with like lightning.
36-yard gain for McCarraher, and it takes it down to the 13-yard line of Pennsville. Lower Cape May leading 14-10, 4:10 to go third quarter. And obviously they can put themselves up 2 scores with a touchdown on this possession. Ray fakes a handoff. He's going to throw a fade to Thomas, and he drops it again in the end zone. He was wide open. There's a flag on the play. This will be offensive pass interference. Thomas pushed off to get himself open.
Well, that's one way to get yourself wide open.
So, he ended up dropping the ball, but the pass interference would have negated that. And this is Offensive pass interference, obviously, against Lower Cape May. And
3:52 to play here in the third quarter. And again, Lower Cape May on top, 14-10, with good field position.
And, buddy, that is a 15-yard penalty.
You sure they only marked, looks like they took 20 yards.
Well, the ball was at the 13, and now it's out to the 28. So your Wildwood Catholic math should get you to 15 right there, I think, right?
Yeah, you're correct.
First and 25 at the 28. Ray in the shotgun. Hands it off again to McCarraher. They tried that same play that got them the big play, and it's another good run as he takes it down inside the 20. And it's going to be a pickup of about 11. So Lower Cape May has found something that's working on that left side with McCarraher running.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring up 2nd and 14.
Well, they're mixing it up. You know, McCarraher and a little bit of wing. And, you know, that's going to be a pretty dynamic 1-2 punch.
14-10 Lower Cape May, 3:15 to go, third quarter. Tigers with the football, 2nd down and 14 at the Pennsville 17. Ray goes under center this time. Fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, gets a really good block to give him some more time. He's still looking. Now he is going to run, and he's going to go down after a gain of about 2.
Yeah, boy, he had a lot of time.
He got a great block on the outside by Ogre Nunez that gave him another 2.5 seconds or so to look downfield, but he couldn't find anything. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13. 3rd and 13 at the 16.
Now, are you in 4-down territory, or can Dennis Sierra kick a field goal from this distance, Brian?
Well, we'll see what happens after this 3rd down play. Ray goes under center this time. Takes the snap, hands it off to Carr wing, stiff arms one man, gets away from another, stutter stepping his way into the end zone. What a run by Isaiah Carr wing. That looked like it was going nowhere. And Isaiah Carr wing with a 16-yard touchdown run.
Wow, that was unbelievable. You talk about some stutter steps, some cutback.
Hey, you know, buddy, he came real close to stepping out of bounds on the near side, stayed in bounds, cut back, and now Lower Cape May with a more comfortable 20-10 lead with the extra point to come. And now it's Lower Cape May, buddy, that's dominating possession in this second half so far. Serra's kick misses wide right. Timing was off on the snap and hold. And it's 20-10, 1:57 to go in the third quarter. Lower Cape May leads. Back after this 30-second break, 98.7 The Coast. A 16-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Carr wing on a 3rd and 12 play. Gives Lower Cape May a 20-10 lead here with 1:57 to go in the third quarter. They've scored 2 touchdowns in this third quarter and have held Pennsville without a first down so far. And the Tigers starting to take control of this football game.
Well, Brian, one of the things Pennsville's only been able to run 6 plays.
Right.
They had 2 possessions.
2 3-and-outs.
2 3-and-outs. And, Lower Cape May again made some adjustments at halftime. They came out defensively and looked like they had a lot more energy. And
Jacob Bay's been all over the place defensively in this second half.
So, right there.
Carr Wing, who scored the touchdown, will kick it off. And it's high, relatively deep, taken at the 15-yard line, up across the 20, the 25, and taken down at the 30 was Angel Collazo. So Pennsville will start there. Late stages, third quarter here, 1:51 to go. Lower Cape May leads 20-10. Last report, Wildwood was trailing Shalleck 16-12 at halftime. And Middle Township lost 16-11 to Glassboro. First and 10 for Pennsville at the 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line. Hall in the shotgun here. Epps, the lone running back next to him. Hall back to pass. He's being chased. He's hit and taken down and sacked.
Wow, that was a big.
That was A.J. King on the sack.
That was a big loss. That was over 15 yards. They're going to spot the ball just inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard loss on the sack. And Pennsville here is in a bit of trouble, trailing by 2 scores at 20-10. By the time this play is complete, we'll be inside a minute to go in the third quarter. Hall back to pass again, throws it out in the flat, incomplete. And that ball may have been tipped by Lawler in the flat.
Yeah,
either way, it's incomplete.
Yeah, the Lower Cape May defender being Lawler, he really laid out trying to make that interception. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 25 for Pennsville. They have the ball on their own 15. 57.9 seconds left to play here in period number 3.
Randy Hall in the shotgun again. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing deep down the near side, and it is incomplete. Tremendous coverage over there by Zach Castellano. The intended receiver was Malik Raymer. And Castellano was with him every step of the way and knocked it away.
And, Brian, we do have a score in the third quarter with 6:15 left. Shalleck has scored again, and again, Reggie Allen, who now has 3 touchdowns. The score is now 22-12 in favor of the Cougars over the Wildwood Warriors.
Jackson Lano on the punt for Pennsville here. Gets the kick away. And, wow, Lawler, a little risky play there as he backed away at the last second. Luckily, that ball hit a Pennsville player first.
I'll tell you what.
And Lower Cape May will have it at the Pennsville 45.
But give Jackson Lano a lot of credit for getting that punt off.
Yeah, he was under duress, no doubt.
Not only that, but it was a ground ball snap. He had to go down, get it, and then get it off. But you're right. I don't know. Archie Lawler might have thought for a second he was boxing out for a rebound.
Oh, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
20-10, Lower Cape May leading. 43 seconds to go, third quarter. Lower can really put themselves in control if they can punch it in here. Here's a handoff to McCarraher. Goes the right side this time, and he picks up 5 on first down. And that could be the final play of the quarter if Lower Cape May elects to allow the clock to run out. And they lead 20-10. And it looks like they will not. Now they're going to rush up to the line. Let's see if they get a play off here. 8 seconds to go. And Ray walks up the center, and now he'll walk away. That will be the final play of the quarter. Lower Cape May 20, Pennsville 10. End of the third quarter. Back after this 30-second break, 98-7 the Coast. High school football on the Coast brought to you by Hassel's Ice Cream Parlor on 20th Street in North Wildwood, right off the boardwalk. They have the best ice cream around. They are open weekends through September. High school football on the Coast is proudly brought to you in part by the Lower Township Healthy Youth Coalition, a community initiative of Cape Assist. As we head to the fourth quarter, Lower Cape May leading 20-10. Tigers looking to go to 2-0 on the season. And they'll have the ball 2nd and 5 at the Pennsville 40. And they can pretty much put the game away.
Well, I'll tell
with a touchdown and an extra point on this drive. Here's a handoff to McCarraher again. And he picks up 7 and a first down. And he's really come alive in this second half, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's hitting the holes quick, and his offensive line is really doing a good job.
You know who's doing an excellent job, buddy, is Billy Martin on the clock here. Tremendous job.
He'd be doing an even better job if he could make it skip an extra digit here and there.
What else would you expect out of the lifeguard of the year?
Yeah, 26 years in a row, you said?
Something like that. Handoff inside. And that's going to be a nice gain for Ogre Nunez, who has not gotten a lot of carries.
Now we got a flag.
Left flag after the play. Let's see what this is. Nunez picked up 5. And let's see what we have here. Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams, so that really means nothing. The play will stand as it was a dead ball foul.
And now the clock continues to run at 11:20. Lower Cape May with a 1st and 10 on the Pennsville. So check that, a 2nd down and 5 on the Pennsville 27.
Ray fakes the handoff, rolls to the far side, looking, tosses, complete the Lawler at about the 20. That's going to be a first down, a pickup of 8.
Well, good decision that time by Hunter Ray. He wanted to go deep to Braswell Thomas, who was near the goal line, but he was well covered, so he dumps it off to Archie Lawler, who was past the first down marker.
Takes it down to the 20, where it's 1st and 10 for Lower Cape May. Hunter Ray in the shotgun this time. 4 receivers set. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's got good running room as he takes it down inside the 15. A good first down run for Hunter Ray. And it looks like they're going to mark this at the 13-yard line.
So it's going to be a 7-yard pickup.
Second and 3 at the 13. 10:15 to go. Clock stopped as Ray ran out of bounds. He's in the shotgun again. Carr wing, lined up as a wing back. Ray back to pass, throws over the middle, incomplete. And he was looking that time for Mike Cronin in the end zone. Senior receiver. St. Joe, buddy, rallied from a 23-7 deficit to beat Holy Spirit 30-26. Or check that. No, St. Joe hung on to win 30-26. They had a big lead early in that game. Millville beat Williamstown 49-28. Mainland 49-0 over Oakcrest. Cherokee 20-14 over St. Augustine. And we told you about Middle Township falling 16-11 to Glassboro. 3rd down and 3 for Lower Cape May. Ball at the 13-yard line. Ray will go under center this time. And we have a flag, and I believe someone on Lower Cape May's line moved.
And
so that's going to make it 3rd and 8.
And that is the call. It's a false start. Pushes the ball back 5 yards, as Brian said. It's going to make it 3rd and 8 from the 18-yard line.
10-11 to go in the football game. (20-10) Lower Cape May on top. 3rd and 8. Fakes a handoff. Ray throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Nunez, but he's taken down right away after a gain of just 2. So it's 4th and 7 at the 17-yard line, and it looks like Lower Cape May will go for it. It will not try a field goal here.
9:30 to play in this football game. It's Lower Cape May 20, Pennsville 10.
Ray back to pass. He's going to float it far side. It is intercepted in the end zone. So they tried to run the fade to Thomas in the corner, but he was double covered and it was intercepted, and Pennsville will take over on their own 20-yard line.
And that's the first turnover in this football game for Lower Cape May.
First by either team.
Yeah, I was going to say first by either team. And now Pennsville comes back out. I mean, there's plenty of time in this football game. 9:18 to play. But Pennsville's had 3 possessions, and all 3 times they've gone 3 and out.
And this was after dominating the football in the first half.
So Coach Mike Healy for the Eagles.
Now we have a little issue with the clock here. They need to take 10 seconds off. Something was signaled up to the press box, and now we're ready to go. So 9:08 to go, 20-10 Lower Cape May on top. Hall's in the shotgun. Throws it out in the flat. Caught. And racing up the field, breaking tackles across midfield, and finally taken down at the 45-yard line is Malik Raymer. Innocent little pass, wide receiver screen pass, turns into a, looks like a 37-yard gain. I'm going to mark the ball at the 43-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Pennsville. Bad snap. Hall's in trouble, somehow gets out of it, and does well to only lose a yard. He turned it back up.
And as you said, Brian, the football was on the grass, and Hall did a good job of scooping it up.
Actually, buddy, they're going to say he got all the way back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Pennsville working much more quickly here. Hall hands off to Epps, center of the field, goes right up the middle, gets inside the 40 to pick up of about 6 or 7. They'll bring up 3rd down. So call it a 3rd and a short 4. Pennsville again moving quickly. Hall throws incomplete through the hands of Anthony Durish. That ball should have been caught. Little slant play out of the slot. Bring up 4th and 4. And trailing 20-10 inside Lower Cape May's 40. Pennsville will go for it here on 4th down. So Lower Cape May can really, really go a long way toward putting this game away with a defensive stop here. Hall back to pass, fakes, rolls to his right. He's under duress, and he throws it away as he's being hit, and Lower Cape May takes over on downs.
And he did have a receiver right there.
Yeah,
but the receiver had no chance.
You know, buddy, when you're trailing 20-10 in that situation on 4th down, you got to just throw the ball up downfield and hope one of your teammates can make a play or you get a defensive penalty.
Well, the pressure that Lower Cape May put on him.
He still had time to just throw the ball down the field.
I don't know. He was running for his life.
Throw the ball down the field. 1st and 10 for Lower at their own 37. It's a handoff to McCarraher. And he's got good running room there. Picks up about 5 or 6. Check that. That was actually Nunez, buddy, on the carry. And it's a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Lower Cape May with the ball on their own 43-yard line.
Inside 7 minutes now, buddy, is Lower Cape May looking to nail down their 2nd win of the year. Hunter Ray goes under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to McCarraher. Off the left side. He's got a 1st down and more up close to midfield. Pickup of about 7 and a 1st down. Call it 6. As they mark the ball at the 49. .6:20 to go in the football game. Lower leading Pennsville 20-10. They've had an excellent second half after trailing 10-7 at the break. Hunter Ray in no particular hurry as he comes up under center. Takes the snap. And we have illegal procedure on Lower Cape May. So that'll move them back 5.
And Brian, on that last carry, Aiden McCarraher has 83 yards on 9 carries. And 73 of those yards have come here in the second half. So as you said, Coach Lance Bailey, they found something on that left side with McCarraher that he's been able to work and work consistently
First and 15. Empty backfield here for Hunter Ray. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself around the left side and picks up maybe 4. And actually, looks like they're going to mark it up at the original line of scrimmage, perhaps. Now they mark it at the 48, so it is a gain of 4. Jerome Garrett has to do his little show in between each play before he marks the football. He's the best. Second and 11.
Absolutely. Doesn't matter if he's on the hardwood or the grass.
Second and 11 for Lower Cape May, leading 20-10. 4:52 to go in the game. They hand it to McCarraher, trying the left side. He's got a blocker in front of him. Breaks a tackle across the 40 and down to the 37. 15-yard gain.
They're actually going to mark that at the 35. And that unofficially, Brian, is going to put Aiden McCarraher right on 100 yards.
Buddy, Dave Weinberg decided to beat the traffic. He's out of here.
You can't blame him. Especially since he's wearing those shorts.
First and 10 for Lower Cape May, up at the 35 of Pennsville. Another handoff to McCarraher. And this time he stopped after very little gain.
They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And Lower Cape May has done to Pennsville what Pennsville did to Lower Cape in the second half, what Pennsville did to Lower Cape May in the first half, and that's dominate the time of possession. And Lower in firm control, leading by 2 scores at 20-10. 4 minutes to go, second and 10 at the Pennsville 35-yard line. They hand it to Thomas, turning the left side, and he's still on his feet at the 20 and lunging down at the 15. What a great run by Braswell Thomas of about 20 yards.
And again, showing his athleticism, especially at the end of that run with that leap. But, it looked like he was going to end up going out of bounds, Brian. He makes that hard plant with his right foot, and then bang, he shifts gears and comes back to the middle of the field. And as you just said, he picks up 20 yards.
3:30 to go, fourth quarter. Lower Cape May leading 20-10. First and 10 at the 15 of Pennsville. Ray hands off to Nunez. And a nice pickup by Nunez of about 9 yards down to the 6. Second and 1 at the 6.
Nunez, that was his third carry. He's carried the ball 3 times here, Brian, in this fourth quarter for 20 yards.
Second and 1 at the 6 for Lower Cape May. Hunter Ray will walk up and come under center here. Takes the snap, hands it off to McCarraher. Off the left side and into the end zone. Aiden McCarraher with a 6-yard touchdown run gives Lower Cape May a 26-10 lead late in the fourth quarter.
2:26 left to play. And again, McCarraher untouched as he took that football through the left side of his offensive line.
And let's face it, Pennsville is, you need a minor miracle as it is, but Lower Cape May can really put it away with this extra point. You would make it a 17-point game.
There was such a wide gap where he ran that football.
Snap and a hold are good. The kick may have been partially blocked. It's no good. So it's just remains at 26-10. Lower Cape May in control, 2:26 to go. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. High school football on the coast brought to you by Steaks, Shakes, and Cakes in Cape May Courthouse. Check them out for a great sandwich and desserts. Steaks, Shakes, and Cakes proudly supports the high school athletes in Cape May County. Lower Cape May leads at 26-10 now. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot and Sam Cohen handling our video production on Coast Sports today. 2:26 to go, and Lower Cape May, after allowing Pennsville to dominate the ball in the first half, has really dominated the second half on their own.
Yeah, just what a turnaround. Made it halftime by Lower Cape May's coaching staff. They made the adjustments they had to make, completely shut down Pennsville's offense.
It's a bouncing kick that's fielded at the 17-yard line, and it turns out to be very effective as Lower Cape May is all over that. And Pennsville's going to start this possession inside their own 20. Pennsville has had miserable field position this entire second half. We have a Lower Cape May player down. And this looks like it might be that cramping issue. So, timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Isaiah Carr Wing was the injured player, and it looked like it was a cramping issue. He went down immediately after kicking the ball off. But they stretched him out. He walked off the field under his own power. 1st and 10 for Pennsville at their own 15, 2:23 to go in the game. Lower Cape May leading 26-10. Now we have a delay here as, I don't know if that was an equipment issue, but now we're ready to go. Pennsville up at the line of scrimmage. Randy Hall in the shotgun. Takes the snap, he's back to pass. Floats it out to Epps, and he's hit immediately and taken down for a loss. Jacob Bay in there, along with Logan Haggerty. That pass was complete, but it goes down for a 3-yard loss. Second down and 13 for Pennsville. We're inside 2 minutes to go. Hall in the shotgun again, takes the snap. Looking, fires, incomplete.
I'll tell you again.
Good coverage
yes.
over there by Braswell Thomas. The intended receiver was Tyree Young. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, he had him blanketed, did Braswell Thomas. Even if he would have caught the football, it was only going to be about a 2-yard gain.
Third down and 13. 1:42 to go. 26-10, Lower Cape May on top. Hall Takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's going to throw deep down the far side. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Dennis Serra, who takes it down inside the 20-yard line, and that's going to about do it for Lower Cape May. As they have it with 1:32 to go. Pennsville does have timeouts remaining, but you would think Lower Cape May would be able to take 3 knees and we'd be out of here with them leading by 2 scores. The ball at the Pennsville 16-yard line. Let's see what Lower does here. And they look like they're in a regular formation, so they're going to run a regular play, it looks like. Hand off to McCarraher. He's taken down after a gain of 1. And Pennsville does not seem interested in stopping the clock, down 2 scores with a little over a minute to play. And
well, right here at this point, obviously the Pennsville coaching staff knowing that this game is over, and Coach Lance Bailey and his staff see if they're just taking knee, not worrying about trying to score, and that looks exactly what they're going to do.
They're in victory formation here as Ray will come up under center with 43 seconds to go. He takes that knee, and I think that's going to do it. I mean, technically, they may have had to run another play, but I think they may just let this go and call it a night as Lower Cape May picks up its second win of the season, picks up a win in their home opener, 26-10, as they beat Pennsville here at Steven Steger Memorial Field. And a real good second half by Lower Cape May. They dominated the second half, absolutely dominated the second half. Trailed 10-7 at the half. They shut Pennsville out 26-10, shut Pennsville out in the second half and win it 26-10. For Sam Cohen on the video, for my partner Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Kniff. Thanks to all our sponsors as well. Once again, Lower Cape May 26, Pennsville 10. This has been high school football on Coast Sports Today and 98.7 The Coast.